guys, what is going on? Welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's full day of eating video. I'm actually going to vlog my full day today, show you my training session, show you whatever else I get up to, and of course show you my meals. So you would have seen my usual morning routine. I've actually been on point with my morning routine for the last like 6 weeks. I've been pretty consistent with it. The only kind of downside to my morning routine at the moment is that my body clock is waking me at stupid hours of the morning. I wake every morning at 5:44 a.m. Make it make sense. I don't know how my body is doing it. I don't know why my body is doing it, but every morning I wake without an alarm and I look at my phone and it's 5:44, which is just a ridiculous hour to be getting up. Like, there's no need for me to be getting up at that time. I think it's probably because I don't have blackout blinds in my bedroom and it is completely bright at 6 o'clock in the morning and it's bright until about 10 p.m. at night. So I think my body clock is just gone a little bit crazy over it. On the plus side, it feels like I have loads of time in the morning to kind of take my time with my routine and ease into the day. So this morning and every morning I get up, I've been doing my journaling, which is something new for me, if I'm honest guys. I got this journal a few weeks back, maybe about a month ago, and this is the first time that I've actually stayed consistent with daily journaling. In the past I had like picked it up when I felt like I needed it and then I'd get really busy and forget about it, but I've been making it a priority every morning. Instead of going on my phone, which I did get into a bad habit of, like I'd wake up and check my emails straight away, I've been waking up and the first thing I do is make my coffee or my tea and do my little bit of journaling. It literally takes me 5 minutes, but I've been doing that every morning and it's such a lovely way to get my thoughts out of my head and onto a page and kind of set my intentions for the day. And when I started with the journaling, I was like, this is such a waste of time. I don't want to do this. And then I actually gave it like a week straight of journaling and now I actually really look forward to it. And I actually find that I come up with my best ideas and set my best goals when I'm doing it consistently. Every morning I get up and I walk the dogs first thing as well. Before I have my breakfast, I bring Oscar and Pabs out. Oscar has been staying with us for the last few weeks. And then had my first meal, which you would have seen was my favorite breakfast at the moment, sourdough with eggs and some chicken sausages. So it's a nice high protein breakfast and some carbs. And I had a little bit of caffeine as well this morning with my coffee to start my day. Speaking of the longer days, as I mentioned, it's bright from like 6 a.m. until 10 p.m. at the moment in Ireland. It's always something that I struggle with because I just find I'm eating all day long, like from when I wake to before I sleep. Because it feels like daytime all the time. I'm constantly eating, snacking mainly. So I've really been trying to fix that over the last kind of 4 weeks because it's not good for my gut to be constantly kind of snacking and grazing throughout the day. So instead of snacking, I've been increasing the size of my meals to keep me satiated, and I'm trying to eat within at least like a 10-hour window. So I'll usually have my breakfast at 9 a.m. and then I try have my dinner between 6 and 7 p.m. and then kind of allow my gut to have time to cleanse itself. A few weeks back, I actually found myself eating as soon as I got up. So I'd have my breakfast at like 6:30 in the morning and then sometimes still find myself snacking at 9:30 or 10 p.m. at night. And that is just no good for my gut anyway. I just found I felt really sluggish and I found that like my digestion was slowing down and I was kind of bloated even when I got out of bed in the morning. So I'm just trying to be a little bit more conscious of my eating window. I'm wondering, can we like sign a petition for them to stop changing the hour and moving the hour forward and backwards every year, because my body clock is all over the place from it. So speaking of gut health and all things diet related, honestly since school, like I was just obsessed with biology and food science since a really young age, and it still fascinates me and I'm constantly trying to educate myself still. And this is a book that I read. I actually just finished it the other day. This book is called Good Energy by Casey Means, and overall I would say it was a really good book. The only thing I will say is that I felt when I was reading it that there was a little bit of scaremongering going on and some of the advice given was just a little bit out of touch. Like, unless you're a gazillionaire and you have access to loads of extremely healthy, fresh, organic, grass-fed food, which a lot of us don't have access to all the time, I did find it was just a little bit unrealistic, some of the advice. But it is a really good read and it's very educational and informative. I learned a lot from this book when it comes to ultra processed foods and our environment, sleep hygiene, and how it can impact our gut health. And as we know, our gut health basically controls like our overall health, our mental health, our immune system. It's all connected. There is a bit of scaremongering, as I mentioned, but if you are interested in educating yourself about your gut health and your overall health, then this is a good one to pick up. I did enjoy it. It did take me a while to get through because I found some of the information was just like really heavy. So I'd take a few days and then come back to it. But yeah, it's a good book. Good Energy by Casey Means. So I'm just making my pre-workout meal because I'm training legs in about an hour. Oh my God, I almost just caught myself. So I'm having a prawn pasta salad as my pre-workout meal. I like to have high protein, some carbs and high fat because the fat will slow down the release of glucose while I'm training. I don't like to have anything too sugary just before I train because I don't want to have that big spike and then get a drop when I'm like halfway through my session. So top tip, if you're having pre-workout meal, especially for like a big workout like a leg day, make sure you're having some fat with your carbs. I have such a complicated relationship with my Apple Watch. Alex got me this Apple Watch like 3 years ago. And I go through phases of wearing it all the time or else not wearing it at all. But recently I've fallen back in love with my Apple Watch. And what I want to do is wear it for the next 4 weeks and then decide if I want to get a different fitness tracker. Because if I'm honest, the only reason I ever take this Apple Watch off is when I'm going somewhere and I want to look a little bit glam. If I'm wearing a dress and heels, I do not want a big black strap on my wrist, ruining the outfit. Or even if I'm just like heading into town and have a pair of jeans on or something, I hate the look of the Apple Watch. It's perfect for like everyday use or going to the gym, but as soon as I kind of want to look like a girly girl, it just ruins the vibe. And then I find I take it off if I'm going for dinner, and then I just forget to put it back on, and then I constantly come in and out of this cycle of loving the Apple Watch and then taking it off if I'm like traveling or if I'm going out for dinners or kind of getting dressed up. So I'm thinking, this is how I've convinced myself that I need an Aura ring. I'm thinking with the Aura ring that it's so much more glam. Like I feel like I won't need to take that off half as much because it looks glam, you know? It's just like a little gold ring, and I already wear gold jewelry. I don't have any of my jewelry on now, but I wear gold jewelry most days. So I'm thinking if I got an Aura ring, then I would just never really take it off. But the downside to the Aura ring is that I wouldn't be able to really wear it when I'm lifting weights. I could wear it for everything else, but obviously if I'm lifting weights, like even with any of the rings that I currently wear, I can't wear them if I'm lifting heavy dumbbells because they'll just get scratched and damaged, and they also like pinch my skin a bit. But I think like, especially for the Aura ring as well, guys, let me know in the comments if you have an Aura ring. It's meant to be really good for like tracking your cycle and tracking sleep and steps and everything else, and I just feel like it's something that I would never take off. I've also heard that the battery life is a lot better in the Aura ring compared to the Apple Watch, because obviously like with the Apple Watch I get my messages through, my notifications through, which is great, but I have to charge my Apple Watch every single night, and that's just another effort. And if I forget to charge it for one night, then again, I just fall out of this routine of wearing it. So I need something that has a better battery life and looks a little bit more glamorous or is a bit less obvious than like this big black strap. I also take this off at night to charge it overnight, and then I'm not tracking my sleep, and I really do want to get back into tracking my sleep. I used to be really good for it before, and I haven't been doing that recently. Whereas with the Aura ring, I feel like I'd leave it on. If any of you use it for sleep tracking, then please do let me know. This is my pre-workout meal for today, guys. It is my favorite prawn pasta salad with some mixed veggies, and I just seasoned the prawns with some Cajun chili powder and paprika, and then I drizzled some Nando's Peri-Nays on top. Oh my God, absolutely delicious. Okay, please excuse the mess in the back of the car. That is Pablo's carrier bag, and I have loads of Tesco bags full of bottles that I need to bring to recycle. Just ignore that mess. I'm hoping I'll get rid of it today. But anyway, I am just about to head to the gym. I'm going to meet Victoria and we're going to train legs together. We are training in a different gym today. I've been in Cork like constantly for the last 6 months, actually probably the last 12 months. I've spent more time at home than ever. In previous years on my YouTube and on my Instagram, you would have noticed me traveling a lot. I've just been at home. I have a sick family member, and I've wanted to just be at home, if I'm honest. I want to be here every single day and I want to spend time with them every single day. So my routine has been very much like the same thing most days. But one thing I am trying to do is mix up like where I'm training and change up as much as I can in my daily routine while still being in Cork, just to keep things a little bit more exciting. So one of the things I've been doing is training in different gyms. I'm literally on like a full tour of Cork at the moment with all the different gyms, just to change up my environment and kind of get excited about training. Sometimes I feel when I'm training in the same place all the time, like, can just get a little bit boring. So I've been changing up where I've been training. I've been changing up my walking routes, my running routes. I've been changing up the restaurants that I go to when we go on our date nights, changing up where I do the food shop, and just making sure that each week I have something to kind of look forward to, even if it is just a different gym. Anyway, I'm going to head to the gym. It's about a 20-minute drive. I don't know what that light means. That noise comes on every time I turn on my car. To be fair, it is telling me what it is. It's saying oil change and inspection due. But to be honest, guys, that sounds like a boy problem. I don't know what that means. I think I'm due a service or something. All I know is that it's still running and my tires are fine, and I did have like my NCT not long ago, so surely it's fine. Hey guys, we just got to the gym. Vicky's being shy. I'm gonna bring her through a leg workout. Looking very cute. Do you want to come in? No?
Am I coming in with all?
Yeah, come in.
It's like a family portrait.
Okay guys, we just got to the gym. I'm in Vicky's home grounds today.
Yeah,
it's actually quite busy, isn't it?
It's very busy, yeah.
Yeah, but there's plenty of space down here. We're going to have a big leg workout. We trained legs here last week and she didn't talk to me for 3 days after.
I couldn't walk for about 3 days, so it was not fun, but
it's going to be worse today as well.
Again.
It's going to be worse. We're not going to hip thrust, so the first thing she asked, are we hip thrusting? So I know immediately when she says that we can't hip thrust.
I can't. Today's not the day. You know when you're tired and those movements are just like, couldn't be ours today.
Okay.
Tomorrow maybe.
I'll leave you off today with the hip thrust, but I'm going to bring you through the full leg workout, so make sure you save the video and try it yourself.
I wanna be with you.
Hey guys, I am about to move on to RDLs, but I have been nursing a knee injury the last month. I actually don't know what's caused it, but it's usually after I run, the back of my right knee has just been really sore. Don't know if it's like my calf or my hamstring or what, but I do find that like the RDLs aggravated a little bit, so I'm not going as heavy as usual. I'm still going to do the movement, but a little bit less weight, less reps, and if I do feel a little bit of a niggle in it, then I'm going to stop. But last week I was okay with the RDLs. I'm hoping this week will be the same.
What's the verdict? It wasn't the worst of the workouts we've put me through. I think it was we chatted a lot, but we also did work. We did hit a few PBs, so that was nice.
This is it. It takes us 2 hours to do legs when we're doing it together.
Yeah, it's been an hour and a half.
We do like 2 sets of working out.
2 sets of yaps. Hitting PB in the apps.
We did hit a yap PB today, as if we don't text all day. I don't know how we have anything left to say to each other.
We just say the same thing over and over again though, till one of us changes her mind on the subject.
Oh yeah, we find a new angle but the same story and then that's it. We're off. Anyway, well done.
Thanks.
Hey, I'm just back from the gym and just realised that I forgot to take my creatine. I usually take it before my session so that I don't forget it, but to be honest, it doesn't matter when you take it. Once you're taking it every day, that's the most important thing. Look at the state of these bottles of water. All of them look like this as well. It looks like they've been tickled. They have the capsules and they also have the powder. I kind of go between both, to be honest, but I'll leave my discount code on the screen if you're shopping. And actually, for the month of June, I just got a reminder this morning from my manager that they're having a massive summer sale. So now is the perfect time to shop. And you can also stack my discount code on top to get even more money off your order. So if you haven't started taking your creatine, or if you forgot, this is your reminder. I just jumped in the shower and did some client work and I'm about to have my post-workout meal. I don't know about you, but sometimes if I have like a really heavy leg session, like a big session, I actually feel like a little bit nauseous afterwards because I've pushed my body so much. It's usually on like heavy compound days. So I did feel a little bit fatigued, a little bit nauseous when I came back and I wasn't really hungry straight away. So that's why I just like slotted in my client work there, had a slow shower, kind of relaxed, and now I'm about to have my post-workout meal. Another tip for your digestive health, you shouldn't eat when you're in a stressed state because it impacts how well you can digest the food. So if you're just after training, I always recommend waiting like at least 45 minutes to like 60 minutes after you train to eat your meal if you want to digest it properly and avoid any bloating, because your body is in a stress state after the gym. It's focusing on pumping the blood to the muscles as opposed to pumping the blood into your gut where you need it to be to break down your food. I actually always get questions about bloating and like how to avoid it. Here's a few tips off the top of my head. High fiber diet, always. I always include like fruit and vegetables to make sure that I'm getting a good amount of fiber. I would recommend at least 25 to 30 grams of fiber a day. My second tip, which is probably my most utilized tip, especially if I'm dining out or if I have just like a big dinner at home, do a 10 to 15 minute walk after you eat. It doesn't need to be a long walk, but any movement at all on your feet after a big meal will help get things going and keep things moving. The third tip would be to make sure that you're slowing down while you eat and you're chewing your food properly. This is something that I was really guilty of in the past. I think honestly from like a really young age as a child, I don't know, was it from just growing up in a busy household with 3 older brothers that were absolute hounds, by the way. I used to just eat so fast, like inhale my food. Maybe because I was always just like a busy teenager as well. I was constantly playing sports and I always had like a really active and busy childhood and teenage years, but I used to just eat so fast, like inhale my food. And that's not great for your gut. It's not great if you want to like properly digest your food. So now I do make an effort to kind of slow down and eat my food properly, mindfully, chew it properly, and it helps avoid any like digestive stress afterwards. Anyway, I'm going to show you my post-workout meal. I'm having some natural yogurt mixed with protein powder, and I'm having some mixed berries, some honey, and some dark chocolate. This is one of my favorite meals, to be honest. It's nice and sweet and it's really high in protein, which is what you need in your post-workout meal. I'll always aim to get like at least 25 to 30 grams of protein in my post-workout meal. And there we have it, guys. Super quick and easy to make, really macro friendly. I actually have this most days of the week, if I'm honest. If it's not like as a post-workout meal, it's such a handy little snack to have. So I'm just back from getting a blow dry, a little midweek treat. I got a blow dry and I want to speak about my hair for a second, right? This camera is very zoomed in, but you can kind of see my hair. Well, firstly, I went for a blow dry and I got a treatment in as well, a treatment that's meant to last through like 6 shampoos. I think Fusio was in the name of it. I'll put it on the screen anyway, but I got a blow dry and a treatment and I got a trim because the ends badly needed it. But I've been on a hair growth journey. I'm going to put my picture on the screen now of the progress that I've made so far. Not my usual type of progress photo. I know it's usually just like client pics, but I wanted to take a moment for my hair progress because I have been going through it over the last like 8 months with my hair. I obviously had extensions. I spoke about this on TikTok, but I had extensions in for over 2 years, maybe like 2.5 years. And I didn't look after my hair well enough. My hair was just so damaged when I took the extensions out. And I knew for a while that I had to take them out, but every time I went to get them refitted, I wanted to get them back in because of the condition of my hair. When I first got them in, I didn't need extensions at all, but I actually got to a point where I needed them because my own hair was damaged. Every time I got them back in, I had to like blend my hair into the extensions. So now like my hair at the front, obviously it's all different lengths, but like the front part of my hair is still struggling to grow back, and it's a lot thinner than what it used to be. I used to have like really long, natural, curly, thick hair, and it's my own fault, guys. Like, I just fell into the extensions trap and I didn't look after my hair well enough. I will say the salon I went to were amazing. They didn't do anything wrong. I had like the best care from them, but in the meantime, like when I wasn't at the salon, I wasn't doing enough treatments in my hair and I just wasn't protecting it. So inevitably my hair got damaged, and I never thought I was going to get back to a place where I feel even like semi-confident in my hair again. But I got them out in October and I am slowly but surely feeling a little bit more confident with my natural hair again. I did get some clip-in hair pieces for when I'm on nights out, if I want like some more volume, or if I want like a little bit of a clip-in ponytail. I've picked up some of those to stop me from getting my extensions back in permanently. But I wanted to show you the progress I've been making because I know I'm not alone. I think a lot of girls that get extensions and eventually have to get them out, like not everyone gets damaged hair. Some people are very lucky and like they take out their extensions and their hair is the exact same as what it was before they put them in. But unfortunately, that just wasn't the case for me. Like, my hair wasn't looking good. And may I add, like, I had lightened my hair while I had the extensions in, so that was also damaging it. I had much lighter hair. I had like peroxide in my hair, and I just committed to it, guys. In October I got them out and I said, I don't care how uncomfortable I feel now, I'm thinking long term and I really want to just feel comfortable in my own hair again. Anyway, I booked myself a little midweek blow dry. I got a really good hydrating treatment put in, and even though I don't want to get a trim, I trimmed the end of my hair because it looked really ratty. My hair grows into like a V at the back for some reason. I don't know why it does that. I think it's just because it's dead. Like, there's parts of it that are literally just dead and they need to go. So I think I took about maybe 1.5 inches off the end today, and I just know I need to constantly trim it in order for it to grow and look healthy. But I wanted to show you some of the products that I've been using for the last few months to help with the hair growth. Now, again, I did show these on TikTok already, but in case you didn't see it, one thing I've learned about hair growth is that a lot of it is to do with your scalp health, and I've really prioritized my scalp health over the last few months, and this is one product that is literally at the very end. It's the Ordinary Hair Care Multi-Peptide Serum for Hair Density. As you can see, it's literally at the very end, but I've been using this like once a week. Another product that I've used, but I only got this one recently. This one was quite expensive, if I remember correctly. I remember being like quite shocked at the price. I've only started using this about 6 weeks ago. As you can see, I haven't used that much of it yet, but I do think I've noticed a difference, especially like with the thickness around like my hairline. Like, I did notice a lot of new baby hairs growing since I started using this. So I'm excited to see how my hair is going to look once I actually get through all of this. It's an anti-hair fall fortifying serum. It didn't make my hair greasy at all. These are the types of products that are much more practical, if you ask me, because if you give me a hair serum that's going to make my hair extremely oily or my scalp extremely oily, then I'm just never really going to use it because I don't want to go around with oily hair. And now this is the main product I've been using, and I will say it's just been amazing. Like, I've used this at least like 3 times a week since I got it. This is my second bottle of it, and it is this Nioxin product. So this one's called Nioxin 3D Intensive Dia Boost Thickening Extra Fusion Treatment. It's amazing. It smells really good. Again, doesn't make my hair greasy. I just like spray this on my hands and then massage it into my head all over from the front and down to the very back. Like, I've had so much new hair grow since I started using this. I'm nowhere near where I want to be yet with my hair. I do feel like it's going to take another like 9 months or even 12 months until I'm fully confident with my own hair again, but I'm doing everything I can when it comes to getting good products and also like eating a high protein diet and trying to get my minerals and vitamins in. That all helps with hair growth as well. But I do think we're getting places. Like, it's a little bit shiny now again and it is thickening out a bit, but I'm excited for it to be long. We're getting there. It's a work in progress and I will keep you up to date. Hey guys, so my dinner tonight is not the most aesthetic looking meal in the world. Like, it's a lunchbox meal, but it was a meal prep from yesterday and it's just perfect for me today, to be honest, because I did not want to spend any more time in the kitchen. This is the perks of meal prep. It's 7:30 now, I'm having my last meal and I didn't even have to do anything other than just heat it up. So it's literally just beef with some tomato sauce, rice and broccoli for tonight. I'm also having a bottle of San Pel. I can't believe I'm saying that because I used to be a sparkling water hater. When I first met Alex and he drank San Pel, I was like, that's disgusting. And now it's what I ask him to get me in the shop. Like, how times have changed. I'm gonna have this as my last meal. I don't really think I'm gonna be snacking later on this evening because I'm having an early night tonight. So that was my full day of eating today. I hope that it was helpful and I hope you enjoyed it. If you want more videos like this, please do let me know. Don't forget to like and subscribe and I will catch you next time.